Hello, beautiful Karen. Happy mid-March.
Oh
It's so
shit.
wonderful to see your face. Happy mini pod.
Katie, always wonderful to see your beautiful face. Happy March, happy Women's History Month,
Yeah.
happy day after International Women's Day. We have so much to celebrate this March.
So much to celebrate this March that is marching forward. Verb,
Yes.
like last week. Yes. Okay, so Karen, I know we don't have a ton of time, and I have something I really have been wanting to talk to you about. So it is settle in for story time, friends. So this is a beautiful story and also an incredibly sad story. So I wanted to share it because
Just
I
to get
have
me
probably,
curious.
yes, there you go. I have probably never seen like a a display of community gathering around someone like I have in the past few weeks. So, okay, so the story starts at the end of, what was it? The end of January. So just a couple weeks ago. I received a text message that was very shocking, and it was that one of my friends here in Bend, her brother died suddenly of a heart attack. He
Oh,
was 50 years old,
oh,
and this is a good friend of mine. And I've never met him. I had never met him, and it's totally shocking. He was very healthy. He was alone, unfortunately, on a business trip. It's totally horrible. And my friend, I'm just going to call her Sue. She and her brother, I'll call him Jim, were best friends,
yeah.
like best friends, like inseparable. And I knew that knowing her, but I had never met Jim. So this was so shocking that, like, I mean, anyway, it's unspeakably horrible, what happened. And, he has two kids that are teenagers and all of it. So I came home from a trip that I was on, and there was a memorial service, and Tyler and I helped to plan the memorial service with friends, and it was really beautiful. And I went up to Sue, and I was just like, "Is there anything I can do?" And I mean, she's in a state like there's no, it's like full shock. And so a couple days later, she has a community here of girlfriends. And a couple days later, I don't know all of her girlfriends, but I know a couple. And I received a text that said, we have been talking to Sue, and the hardest time of her day is when she wakes up because her brain doesn't remember that Jim died. And so every single day she has to remember it over again. And so what they have worked on together in this group of friends, and they were inviting me as well, was to come over to her house 7:30 to 8:30 every single day, a different person. There's a spreadsheet, and have coffee and lay in bed with her and talk to her for one
Oh,
hour every single day for several months. So it's now like what, 6 weeks in ish. So I was like, holy crap, like this is amazing. And they're like, yeah, check out the spreadsheet. Of course, it was almost full already. And so I like chose a day, and I'm going to choose another day, and it's going to be going on for months. And so fast forward to my day, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get flowers. I'm going to, like, I texted her husband. I was like, what's your coffee order? I'll bring pastries. He's like, no, 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 don't bring anything. Just come over. And I was like, he's like, we have coffee. And I was like, okay. And like, I'm not like used to laying in bed with friends. Like I just
right.
not really a thing, but like this is very much like what she wanted, and she wants it to be a surprise every single day of a different person.
Oh,
So this was totally like in concert with Sue. Like she like helped to plan, like, or helped to come up with this concept. And anyway, and so I walk into their house, and her husband hands me a mug, and the mug says Coffee and Comfort Crew, and it has a picture of her and Jim on it. Her friend had made it for them. And so every single day, the person that comes in grabs the mug, grabs the coffee, and he's like, "Yeah, she's upstairs." So I
yeah.
go upstairs, and I like laid in bed with her, and I talked to her for 2 hours, Karen, and she told me all about Jim, and it wasn't weird at all. I was just like, we got some more coffee. I had brought flowers, but I didn't bring pastries because she didn't want them, and she didn't want the coffee. She has her own coffee. And I remember telling her, I was like, Sue, I've never even heard of something like this. Like, I think that grief, depending on different cultures, like the way I grew up, like it's not really talked about. And like we don't really talk about the person who died. Like, I don't know, we talk about the person who died like at the memorial, but then like there's not a lot of conversation about it. Anyway, and I was like, well, this is such a beautiful display of community. And she looked dead at me and she was like, yeah, well, isn't community the whole reason why we're on the planet? And I was like, oh, she doesn't think anything strange about this. Like, this is totally normal for her. And so, like, it was really lovely, Karen, and it like really has impacted me because I'm like, oh, you can ask for help like that? Like you can like that's a thing? I honestly, and I'm learning from her and I'm learning from her friends who like are showing up in this way that's like very specific, and it's also really helping me and it's helping all of the people in her community know what she needs. Like she's very specific and she's like, okay, like I'm good for, an hour, 2 hours tops, but then I need my alone time. She's taking medical leave, like it's a whole thing. So anyway, so it's just I just wanted to share that because like I just feel like everyone I've told this to, they're like, wow. Like I think it's changing their brains. Like, have you ever heard of a community gathering like that? I've just never heard of that.
Uh, well, I just want to say that is so beautiful and thank you for sharing that. And so, when you were talking, what I wrote down was Aaron, not my brother Aaron, my friend Aaron,
Oh,
who I can't believe I've never told you this story. Um, I mean, I shouldn't have said, I'm going to call him Aaron. He's not really, okay, whatever. Let's pretend like I didn't say his name.
yeah.
So, long story short, oh, however many years ago now, Aaron fell ill very suddenly. Again, super healthy. I mean, we're
Oh,
50 now, so that he would have been like mid 30s.
oh
Fell
gosh.
ill very suddenly and was in the hospital and rehab for, let's call it 2 to 3 months.
Whoa.
His friends all had a spreadsheet. We spent overnights there for probably 2 months at the hospital. So Aaron was never alone in the hospital the entire time.
Wow.
We moved him out of his apartment while he was in the hospital. So, like, imagine 20 bitchy gays packing up Aaron's apartment. I mean, it was also this lesson in, like, oh shit, if you have 20 people, you can move your entire life in 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, Karen.
Packed it all up, moved it to his new place. People, like, it was really funny. There was the scouting team that went in first to pack the unmentionables.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Right?
fair.
Like,
That's
okay.
fair. Yep.
Right. And so, like, as you're describing this, I'm just remembering thinking back to, oh my gosh, what year was that? Oof, 24, 14, 2015. I don't remember what year this was now, but it was from May through, it was like right around his birthday, unfortunately. It was like May through the summer.
Mm.
Like I said, he was never alone. We had a notebook where we all took notes about what happened during our shift. We had a spreadsheet. Yeah, so like yeah, and I used to like not be able to talk about it without crying because of that outpouring of love of this community of people that he had pulled together. We all loved him so much.
Oh,
Like, yeah, of course I'm spending the night in the hospital.
oh,
Right? And I mean, Aaron's an artist, his friends are artists. Girl Aaron that's how I know Girl Aaron. And
yes.
so like his room was always beautifully decorated with like so many things. And you know, there is some truth to the notion that like the staff pays attention to who gets visitors and who doesn't.
Yeah.
So having constant companions tells the staff this person is very loved, and so that we're gonna love. I mean, not that they don't love on everybody.
Yes.
Um, the last thing I was recently remembering this memory of. So there's a core group of us. Aaron, I think, went into surgery, and there's a core group of us in the waiting room. Someone was coming later. They're like, what do you guys need? And I think it was probably me jokingly said, I'd love some fried chicken. And everybody else was like, I want some fried chicken too. So the person shows up with a bucket, like an old school red and white striped bucket of KFC.
Oh my gosh.
So when the surgeon comes out to talk to like the worried friends, we're all eating fucking fried chicken out of the bucket. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure he's taking us really seriously right now.
Amazing though. Oh my gosh, Karen, what a beautiful display of like love, of love.
So funny.
Oh,
Whew. So,
that's amazing. I mean, what a gore, like, what did that, because I think that, like, I think about what I'm doing with Sue, and it's like doing something for me. What did
oh,
that do for you? Like, I think it's like, I don't think people realize when they ask for help, it does something for the helper.
1,000,000%. And Aaron would never, ever have asked us to do that.
Hmm.
I feel like that is also the element of your story that gives it this extra like layer of someone knowing themselves and their community enough to know I'm going to ask for what I need and y'all are going to figure it out.
Yep. Yep.
Wouldn't he would never have said, "Can you mofos all be here?" Because also he's like private person, only child. At a certain point, it's like, "Oh my God, are you really just all going to be here all the time?" Right? Like, is that,
You're still here.
oh my God. So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's so beautiful.
an element of that. But yes, it does do something. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like just this, yeah, again, this uh realization that like your community of people isn't just for the good times. Like Aaron hosted family
Yeah.
dinners every Easter, every New Year's, like he was like, right, like he had this community. And so that's it. These are not just people you party with. These are also the people who show up for you when you need them. So I
Wow.
think there's also that. But yeah, no, I definitely got a lot out of that experience and just like was so I will forever be touched by like how we all just were like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And it's like, I think that as someone asking, like, I can totally see what you mean. Like, he would never have asked. It's like, but thinking about, like, if someone was in the hospital in my life and I had a night that I was going to spend with them, I mean, I don't want to say I would be excited because I don't want to be like, but I kind of would be like, oh yeah, like, this is amazing. I want to do something. I want, because this person is already on my heart. They're already on my mind. And so it's like, why not? Oh, that's so beautiful, Karen. I think that there's so much power in these stories, and I so appreciate you sharing because it's like it's so beautiful to kind of think that like, oh, we can ask for that or we can organize that if there's a friend that's in need, or it can be a systematized spreadsheet. Like I'm very pro spreadsheet with that because I really like to know the boundaries and like what is expected of me. I mean, that like calms my nervous system. So yeah.
Same. Yes. Well, and recognizing the people who need help and don't know how to ask for it and negotiating that, okay, here's how I'm going to help you. Do I have your consent? Great.
Yeah.
Like, don't give them the chance to say no.
Yes, exactly. As long as they say yes, then it's like, great, okay, done. All right. There will be someone. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, it's beautiful. And I think we're able to like, it just is expanding my brain to think that like, there's so many ways to show up for community. It doesn't mean that you have to be giving money to like something that if you can't afford that, like it's just showing up. Like, I think there's something about showing up.
Absolutely. Well, and like, I mean, there's so much to learn from that also about, like you said, about grief. And I mean, giving her the space to speak openly and taking her lead, I'm assuming, about how she wants to talk about it. I mean, I feel like part
Yeah.
of the loneliness of grief of losing someone is that nobody, no, everybody either pretends like it didn't happen because they don't want to upset you,
Yep.
or they ask intrusive questions that you're like, for real though?
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
it's this we don't have good cultural norms around grief and how to interact with someone who's had an enormous loss in their lives. We just don't.
Totally. And I think it's also like that's so common to be like, let me know what I can do. It's like, no, that person also like I mean, I think that's also from love, but at the same time that's not super helpful because then you're giving that person a job like to
Oh,
like
God.
think about you. Like it's just No, like, yeah.
I'm gonna bring a casserole over. You don't have to eat it. Here it is.
No, here it is. We don't have to talk. We can do whatever. We can just watch Love Island. Like, that's great. Like, let's, that's it.
Folding laundry. I love folding laundry. Let's go.
Love folding laundry. Yes, love that. I just think what you said, Karen, is so profound in terms of like friends are not only friends, community is not only community for the good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so, that's really profound. Okay, well, friends, here we are. That was amazing. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.